the etiquettes of the student of knowledge. The etiquettes of the student of knowledge. Now obviously you all know that the student of knowledge must have certain qualities and manners that are more deserving to that person than others. You all as students of ilm, you have certain qualities right now that you deserve more than other people, no matter how you look at it. In other words, you are special. You are chosen individuals, and all those who might be watching this at home or who might be watching this on the satellite, eventually inshallah, I have this to say to you. You are chosen individuals. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala invited you to be here. So this is something, a quality that you have to understand, that you've been picked out of many, many people, many Muslims, to be chosen to take on this responsibility. So that alone should give you some encouragement. And this is why many of the scholars of Al-Islam, many of them, one of the methodologies that is consistent amongst all of them is that before they jumped right into ilm, they would jump into the etiquettes of ilm first. So this is the first point that I want to talk to you about, is the etiquettes of the student of knowledge. Some of the scholars, they would spend almost their entire life studying just etiquettes. And this is one of the most classic examples, is the example of Imam al-Shafi'i. When his mother told him that if you're going to go to Medina and study with Imam Malik, then the first thing I want you to do is تَعَلَّمْ مِنْ عَمَلِهِ قَبْلَ عِلْمِهِ. Go and learn from his etiquettes and his manners. See how he eats, see how he stands, see how he dresses, see how he walks, see how he communicates with everyone, see how he talks to individuals, see how Imam Malik disagrees with somebody. Does he just shout out and say, no, I don't agree with you, this is haram? Or does he have a certain etiquette in how he disagrees? Go and observe Imam Malik before you take from his knowledge, before you take from his ilm. So the first thing that I want all of you to do is to observe the etiquettes of a student of knowledge. And that's the first thing that you want to do. And I put myself in this situation because since I'm the one sitting in front of you and I'm going to explain all of this to you, you want to make sure that whenever you choose a teacher, you choose a teacher that from the exterior of that person, you see akhlaq, you see etiquettes. And inshallah, I'm going to talk about this deeper in a moment. So the first thing is you want to make sure that you learn the etiquettes of that individual before you take from their knowledge. This also leads to a person who has a very, very keen observation in each and every move that they make. So you are very keen about your movements. You're very keen about how, if you happen to meet somebody outside and they come and they tell you that a particular issue is halal, permissible, you have to be very keen on how you respond to that. You'll never find the scholars that if somebody comes to them and gives them this absurd ruling about an issue, that they would snap at them. You'll never see the ulama do this. But the first thing that the ulama will do is that they will ask for evidence. They would ask, okay, well, if you think that this is halal, prove it to me. If you think that this is haram, prove it to me. So you have to be very keen about every footstep you take and every word that you utter. And so this brings us here to the first section, if you'd like. The way we're going to do this is we'll talk about the etiquettes of a student of knowledge, meaning with themselves. And then the second category will be the etiquettes of a student of knowledge and their teacher.